During the period of the Judges, when Samson ground grain in Gaza and Abimelech was killed by a millstone at Thebez, manufacturing had not yet been industrialized. As Dr. Ebeling shows us, early grain production was done by hand between two hewn stones and typically by women.
In Jezreel, working on the extremely large assemblage of stone artifacts we excavated at the site. I've worked on archaeological projects in Israel and Jordan for years, studying their groundstone tools. So I'm a groundstone artifact specialist primarily. Started doing this when I was a graduate student and have stuck with it ever since. So we're looking at various things over here that I'm measuring and recording in the lab sort of situation, and then a really large grinding slab from the early Bronze 1 that we excavated at Jezreel. We'll look at more of these. As we move ahead more into the biblical period, so this is an example, you're in the photo up there at the top, of a grinding slab and handstone set from Tel Rehov, so from a 9th century BCE context, excavated by Ami Mazar. Here you can see a similar set, if not that identical set. I don't think it is, but there were a few of these emplacements that were found nearby in the same area at the site. And so here's one that's been pulled out of its installation. And so this was the primary serial grinding apparatus for many thousands of years. So this grinding stone set, the grinding slab and quern, or the, if you want to call it a metate in the New World, the sort of flat adder stone, saddle quern, they have lots of different names, but it's all referring to the same general idea. Those were common from the Upper Paleolithic period into the Persian period. And so we've got lots of evidence for this in archaeological context, as well as in the art, especially of Egypt. These are Old Kingdom servant statues that show mostly women, probably lower class statues, servant women and girls who are doing this mundane everyday life activity on hands and knees using a mobile upper stone or a hand stone. And so this is the equipment that's described by the biblical writers in the Hebrew Bible. This is what we should be envisioning, this, because we're going to look at other technologies, but they're not relevant when we're talking about ancient Israel.